They are making a difference. On 938 Live.
Silver Arts is a month-long festival celebrating art created by our elderly in collaboration with the arts community, organized by NAC. We're exploring the journeys of 3 participants. Yesterday, we talked to artist Geraldine Kang, who guided her elderly participants through self-discovery with photography in To See the World in a Grain of Self. Today, we'll be talking to one of the participants in To See the World in a Grain of Self, Jenny Toh.
My work is self-actualization, meaning that things were not looking good, and then I sort of built myself up. My piece is started with this seed that is floating in the water, floating in the ocean. So the seed is just floating, looking for somewhere to land, And then the next thing you see, the seed is on land. You have some soil down there, and the seed is on the soil, and the soil looks dry. And the next picture you see the soil is a bit moist because it's a bit darker. Then you see the seed on the soil, and the next thing, the seed is sprouted. Then you see this green leaf coming up, it's sprouted. And the next thing you see is actually a picture of me. It's framed, my face is framed in a flower. So it means, well, I have achieved what I want, self-actualize. Actually, what happened was that actually I'm a shipwreck survivor. So when I came on land, I didn't have much. So I worked my way up. So that's why I depicted that thing.
You're a shipwreck survivor. Can you explain a bit more?
In 1983, I was shipwrecked. I was lost at sea for 9 days with no food and water. I survived, and so I have to make my living. I mean, I lost everything. So I sort of have to build up my own life, my own career again. So actually today I'm self-actualized. I'm a very happy person. I'm very satisfied with my life, and I always count my blessings.
Jenny, why were you on a ship at sea?
Okay, I was with my boyfriend. We were doing chartering on a yacht, and we took somebody over to, well, today it's everybody know you don't go there, Spratly Islands. So we were fired upon, and we lost one life straight away, and then 6 of us went out, and then 5 of us went on the dinghy, and we floated. And subsequently, another person died. And when we rescued, only 4 of us came on shore. So I lost everything because I lived on a boat. Everything I had was on a boat. I had my 3 cats on board, or everything I owned, my jewelry, whatever was on board. So literally came on land with nothing, like the seed that was going onto the soil with just a dry soil, nothing, So that's why I depicted that.
Have you been able to express your tragedy and your self-actualization before this program came about for you to put it on canvas?
Not really. Not really. When I did this thing, which is called See Your World in a Grain of Self, and then I didn't know what to do. I said, oh, well, why not depict what I am today? Because I am a self-made person. I'm satisfied with my life. And so I thought, the seed is like, for me, I was floating at sea for 9 days with no food and water. So the sea was floating, and then it came on land, and then life goes on,
How do you think this art piece will affect or inspire people?
I don't know how people would take that, though. Yeah, but I think basically if you see, it depicts that there is life. If you see a seed floating on the water, I mean, where can it land? It can land anywhere, right? So when the seed ends on the soil, even on the soil was dry. I think the next picture, the soil was dry. So, but with the right condition, you can grow. So that's why I hope people can see in that light,
Of course, this whole program is about the senior generation getting involved in art. Do you actually think that age matters when it comes to expression through art, especially since your story comes very much from having lived such, well, for lack of a better word, exciting life?
Yeah, I think so, because like I say, and the seed really looks like nothing. It's just one dry seed. It looks like a piece of Ghana seed, really, So eventually, when you see the third picture, it's got this beautiful the sprout coming out. It's a beautiful plant growing out. And then the next thing you see is one happy me. Only my face is framed by the sunflower. I use yellow because yellow is a happy color.
And that was Jenny Toh, who was one of the participants in To See the World in a Grain of Self. If you'd like to find out more about silver arts as well as where you can see these artworks and exhibitions, do visit nac.gov.sg. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daphne Lim.
They are making a difference on 938 Live.